Hello and welcome to the next Lukozer retro game review video, and for this one it is Scooby Doo, which was released by Elite Software. I think this came out about 86, maybe 87. No, 87 sounds too late. 86 I think. This was a game that I did have back in the day, which, well, I got it at a sale price. I got it for about 99p or something. It wasn't a re-release, you know, it hadn't been re-released by Mastertronic or anything. But I got it for a couple of reasons. And the fact that it was only 99p meant that, you know, I wasn't really going to miss out if it turned out to be shit. But, loads of my friends had this on the Spectrum, and on top of that I never saw any reviews for the Commodore 64 version, which always got me a bit suspicious. Why were there never any reviews for the Commodore 64 version? At least I certainly don't remember seeing any in Zap 64, which was the magazine I bought back then. And although I used to read the occasional other magazine, I never saw it mentioned anywhere. So I thought, right, I'll have a look and see how bad this game is, because surely that's the only reason why publishers wouldn't send their games out for review. They knew it was shit, so didn't want the reviews to absolutely cane it. So I think Elite were hoping that the name Scooby Doo would be enough to make Commodore 64 people go out and buy it. Well, I did. Although, as I say, it was only because it was 99p. Anyway, let's get the game underway. You can already hear how good the music is. This, mercifully, is the only music in the game. So here we go, and straight away we can see. Look at it. It looks like an Amstrad game, and despite what John Gage might tell you, to me the fact that it looks like an Amstrad game is most definitely not a good thing. It's moved me back to the start. Thankfully it doesn't always do that, but if you don't get fuck all nowhere, then yeah, it will put you back there. Now, as you can see, when you fire to hit something, all you do is this stupid little, I think it's him meant to be punching, and it looks pathetic. And it's one of my pet hates is games that do this, and around this time there were a hell of a lot of them, where you had to let the enemy get so close to you that if you mistimed it, you were going to lose a life. And at no time in this game do you ever have any ranged attack. All you do is that. Now on top of that, there's also a move where if you pull down, he cowers away like he does in the cartoons, but as far as I can tell, that has no practical use whatsoever. You will also jump. Jumping over objects requires pixel perfect precision, so let's try and actually get somewhere. You'll notice there are these other ghosts that keep appearing through these doors. Those doors have a habit of opening once you are right on top of them. Then they'll suddenly open again. That's a fucking dead end, so let's get back down here then. The idea is to get through each level and rescue the members of the gang. They've all been captured and put in these like weird bottles that so it's holding them like genies almost. That S you can see up there is I think it's a Scooby snack or a box of Scooby snacks, and if you get one of those you get an extra life. Believe me, you need all the lives you can get. So, graphics wise it's fucking awful. There is, despite the fact it looks like an Amstrad game, there is also colour clash everywhere. So it looks like a hybrid between an Amstrad and a Spectrum. Sound effects wise, it's pathetic. The sound effects are very sparse, and when they do finally, you know, actually start becoming audible, you wonder what the fucking hell you were waiting for. And for a game that was really aimed at kids, it's bloody difficult. I mean, it's not stupidly difficult. It's not, you know, Army Moves or the... Ah, fuck off. It's not Army Moves or the Human Race or anything like that. You know, it's not that bad. But it is still pretty fucking tough going. And it's also fucking boring. I mean, oh fucking hell, trying to jump over these holes, and I'm not doing it just for the video. You have to jump over those holes to get anywhere. So I'll have one more go. Let's get rid of that fucking music. Right, see if we can actually get somewhere, which is easier said than done. This game did not hold my interest for long when I bought it, which is hardly surprising. So I never played it very much. I've only got off level 1 once. You don't have to actually do a great deal to get off level 1. It is quite... I was about to say quite easy, but when you get moments like that where you pretty much don't have a hope in hell of getting, you know, being able to defeat all the creatures that are approaching you, then yeah, the game just gets fucking annoying. And I'll stay here because yeah, those doors were going to open, and something was going to come out. Well, I say something, we know what was going to come out. Getting lucky to get away with that. So now I need to get up to that next level, but fuck, see, the door opens and you die straight away because oh, fuck off. So the game looks fucking awful, sounds fucking awful, and it is extremely frustrating because of the rather shit gameplay. So it has, well, it has nothing going for it. It's as simple as that. Right, now I had no idea. Yeah, I wasn't going to be able to beat all of them, and that's game over. Right, in an act of sheer sadomasochism, I'll have one more go. But I'm bearing in mind that it's supposed to resemble a cartoon character that was drawn in the 60s. The graphics are shite. I mean, surely they could have done a better job than this. And in fact, that's a theme that goes right the way through the game. Surely they could have done better than this. I cannot believe that this is the best... oh, fuck off. I cannot believe that this is the best they could have done. And why on earth this game was so popular among my Spectrum playing friends is a fucking mystery that even this lot couldn't fucking solve. It is, well, it's extremely tedious. It's also very frustrating because I've had to stop over there. I'm amazed I didn't lose a life there. You don't dare walk over or walk past a door until it's open, because otherwise you know a ghost is going to appear just as you're walking past it, so you'll lose a life straight away. And because it happens so quick, you've got no chance to react and do something about it. So I'm amazed I got away with that. Oh fuck, I bet I didn't land either, so it'll put me the other side of the fucking hole. Yep. Oh, fuck me. I'm pretty close to the end of this level. Oh, you fucking thing. Alright, so I'll grab the Scooby snack. So I've got an extra life, which is just as well, because I've just died again. But I've got like hardly anywhere to go. Yeah, if I jumped over that hole, that would have rescued Velma and... no, yeah, Velma, yeah. And that would have been on to the next level. As it is, no, it's going to be a cut. So, yeah, the audio is shit, the graphics are shit, and the gameplay is shit. That's pretty much all you need to know. And as well as having my pet hate of, you know, when you fire, you've got to wait for the enemies to be, like, you know, within a pixel of you before you can actually kill them. It also has my other big pet hate, which I keep mentioning, but I'll mention it again. I know the game is called Scooby Doo. I bought it. I don't need the Scooby Doo logo to be showing all the time, even while I'm playing the game. On top of that, the screen size is made even smaller by the fact that we have 2 more still images of Scooby Doo either side of us. Yeah, do we need reminding of what the fucking character looks like twice, as well as reminding us what the game's called? Because, you know, we might have fucking forgotten in the time it took to actually, well, do anything in the game, because that Scooby Doo logo never disappears at all. It's there from start to finish. So clearly they think that the people who are buying this game are morons who are so fucking stupid that they are going to forget what the game's called if they don't have the logo there in front of them all the time. So yeah, it's a shit game. What more do I need to say? So it's a shit game, it looks awful, it sounds awful, and I score it, I mean, I should score it 0, because it does have nothing going for it, but it seems lately I've been scoring an awful lot of games 0, so just so that it's not 0, I'll score it 0.5 out of 10, so half. I think I'm being quite generous to it. So there you go, that is Scooby Doo for Commodore 64. Another steamy turd of a game that I've reviewed. I'm on quite a masochistic run at the moment. That brings this review to an end, and we will see you at the next one.